Taoiseach, or sorry, Taoiseach, I made that error a couple of times. I'm glad to hear that you're appealing the sexual employment order, and certainly it seems to me that there are very strong grounds for that appeal, which, as has been said, is going to affect thousands and thousands of construction workers, but potentially hundreds of thousands of workers where other SEOs or sectoral agreements maintain some kind of minimum standard of pay and conditions. But just on your comment about people shouldn't be trying to breach that prior to the appeal, I think it's important that statement is enforced, Taoiseach, because already I'm hearing reports from construction workers that there is contractors taking advantage of the striking down of the order and trying to get in and essentially underbid the minimum rate. So I think it's important that is enforced. And I know construction workers are protesting outside the CIF tomorrow at 12:30 because of their huge concern about this. But can I also ask, how are you going to enforce what you just said, as much as I welcome it? And also, are you going to, on a parallel track, look at as a plan B legislation that will deal with the possible loopholes, if you like, in order to make sure that if the appeal fails, that we immediately have something in place to ensure that paying conditions and minimum rates can be set through orders and by actions of the Dáil?
Thanks very much, Deputy. As I understand it, for existing workers in these sectors, their paying conditions cannot be disimproved or reduced unilaterally by their employers. So the orders still stand until such a time as the Supreme Court makes its adjudication on them and hears the appeal. And obviously, labour rights are enforced in the normal way and should be enforced and enforced fully. As is often the case with a case like this, where the government is appealing a decision of the High Court, work will be happening in the background on a Plan B, as the Deputy describes it. But that can never be done perfectly because we can't predict the outcome of the Supreme Court case or what loopholes may or may not be identified. But to answer his question in shorthand, yes, of course, work will be done on contingencies that might arise from a judgment of the Supreme Court, but none of us can know for sure what that judgment will be.